Hello everyone, welcome to Vidyatrans. Today in this lecture we will talk about timers. Okay, timers is everywhere. So suppose you want to automate a task and you want to turn on the output after a particular time, and if you want to turn on the output for a particular time, there is a possibility two situations when you are using timer. If you want to turn on your output after particular time, suppose after 10 second, or you want to turn on your output for particular time for 10 second. Okay, I'm taking 10 second as an example. Okay, in microwave case, when we talk about microwave, you can see you just put this kind of condition. You want to turn on your heating coil for a particular time. So timer can use in both ways, after or for. In lots of industrial process, you can see that you fix these timers. You can cascade these timers. You can make a sequence from these timers. Suppose you have three tasks A, B, C, and you want to automate this task by when we press the input, A will turn on after 10 seconds, B will turn on after 20 seconds, C will turn on after 30 seconds. There are lots of process just like this. Okay, suppose you want to build a sequence like a traffic light A, B, C. You want to turn on this A for 30 seconds. After that, after completion of 30 seconds, A will turn off, then B will turn on for 20 seconds, then C will turn on for 5 seconds, and this cycle repeat. So this is also an application of timers. Okay, so let me go through this lecture. After that we will take these application one by one. I want to make this topic is very clear to you, that you can solve any type of problem which is related to the time. Okay, so let me talk about T-on timer first. We have three type of timer. T-on timer, T-off timer, and retentive timer. Okay, we have three types of timer: T-on timer, T-off timer, and retentive timer. T-on timer is basically a on delay timer. T-off timer is basically a off delay timer. Retentive timer I will tell you after completion of T-on timer. So as the name suggests, on delay timer, that timer which gives you a delay to turn on the output. The timer which give you a delay to turn on the output means, I also tell you, we have two type of application: after some time or for some time. If you want to turn on the output after 10 second, or you want to turn on your output for 10 second. Okay, so it give you a delay to turn on the output. So this is just basically after timer. Okay, after 10 second. So if you want to turn on the output after some times, you can use T-on timer, or it can be work just like this also. I will tell you, है ना? So first of all we will just discuss this after 10 seconds. Okay, so okay, so just write this point. T-on timer is also known as on delay timer, is the timer that gives a delay to turn on the output. If you want to turn on the output after a particular time, you can use T-on timer. So remember this point: if you want to turn on the output after a particular time, just write this point in your notebook: after a particular time. Okay, the same timer can be used if you want to turn on the output for some time, but remember this point first. Okay, these are two important points about T-on timer. Okay, how we can select timer in the software? So here you can see your instruction plate where you can see this T-on timer. You can select this and you get a T-on timer on your working area. This is your working area, and when you select it, you get this T-on timer. So how the blocks of T-on timer look like? So T-on timer just look like this, okay, where we have different thing here, the timer base, the preset value and the accumulated value. We will discuss everything in detail one by one. Okay, now let me talk about this timer address first. This is the address of timer. Everyone have their address. Suppose your name is unique, and your name is basically your address. Okay, so every timer have their address. So your name is just the name of this timer is T-on timer, and the address of this the location of this timer. Every timer is unique, so we have to call these timer by their unique name. So this is just address T4:0. T represent the timer, T represent the timer. This T is because this is the timer. Okay, file type maybe file type. Why I write this file type? Because this timer represent that which type of file is this. Maybe this is the counter file, this is timer file, this is input file, this is output file. So we can write it T as timer. This is the file number in which timer your timer is stored, and this is the timer number. So suppose you take one timer as T4:0, and if you want to use another timer in the same program, you have to take T4:1, T4:2, T4:255. This is the range 0 to 255. Okay, so we understand the address of this timer. This is the time base, this is the preset value, this is the accumulated value. I will give you everything about these things in later section. Let me give you idea basically what it can do. So suppose we give one input to our timer. This is just a switch I:0/0, and this is your T-on timer. This is your T-on timer. Okay, and here is two important thing. One is address. We will put the address as T4:0. Don't worry about that. And you can see one is preset value and another is accumulated value. Let me give you an example. We will discuss everything in detail in later section, but let me give you a glimpse of this gist of this timer. So if you want to turn on a output after some time, just give your time to the preset value. Suppose you want to turn on the output after 10 seconds, then give 10 to this preset value, and this accumulated value is 0, and here you can see is done and enable bit. Done and enable. These are 2 bits of timer, done and enable. Okay. So there is a many thing which we will clear in later section. Now I just want to give you a glimpse of this. We have one switch and we connected this switch with the timer, and we have these 2 bits, done bit or enable bit. So this timer just basically count for 10 seconds and turn on its done bit. Okay, this done bit is turn on after 10 seconds. I also tell you in the definition, the timer T-on timer just give you a delay to turn on the output. So this output will turn on after a 10 seconds. Okay, so this bit will be on after a 10 second. Now you have to take a output from this bit. So we can give a normally open button which is connected to output. Okay, this is your output and this is O:0/0. Okay, you want to turn on this output after 10 seconds and your done bit is on after 10 seconds. So we can give the address of done bit to this normally open button. Okay, because your bit turn on after 10 seconds and after 10 seconds you want to get output, so we can give a address of this done bit here. So this is the way we give the address. You have to specify the address of the timer, because program should know that you are talking about this particular timer. Okay, maybe in your program there are lots of timer, so if you want to use the done bit of this timer, you have to specify the address /done and you connect the output with it. So when you turn on this switch, this switch passes the supply, and when this T-on timer get a supply, accumulated value increases from 0 to 10. 0, 1, it count like that, and the counting process is because of the internal pulse. Okay, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, it counts like that. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Okay, when your accumulated value equal to your preset value, your done bit will be on and you get a output. Okay, so accumulated value is equal to preset value, which is equal to 10 seconds, and when accumulated value is equal to preset value, your done bit will be on and we can connect the output from our done bit. So your output also turn on after 10 seconds. I hope you get an idea. If you want to turn on the output after a particular time, you can use T-on timer, and after a particular time your done bit will be on and your output will be on. Thank you very much for this.